In this video, I'm going to talk about how to increase your ranking by utilizing what we call social signals. Now, this mainly helps you in terms of your Google organic SEO ranking, and this allows you to get to the top 10. Now, there's no guarantee. You have to do this on a consistent basis. A lot of people, when they think of, oh, okay, I'm going to get some backlinks to my YouTube video, they start hammering that video and they don't do anything else later down the road. So you got to be consistent about this. And if you're going to send backlinks to your YouTube video, you can send as many backlinks as you want. But if YouTube sees that you're just throwing hundreds or even thousands of YouTube social links back to that YouTube video, what's going to happen is it's not going to look natural. You really need to make it look natural by getting somebody to send consistent social backlinks to your YouTube video on a consistent basis. So maybe you can do it this week, you get another person to do it next week, the next week, the next week, the next week, at least for a couple weeks, so that you get some natural looking backlinks back to your site. So you don't want to get 10,000 a day and leave it be. Now, the thing with backlinks is you can throw as many backlinks on a YouTube video as you want, which is what we found. And generally speaking, it doesn't really hurt the ranking because Google owns YouTube. Now, if you were to do that on any other website or anything like that, guess what? It's going to flag it. You're probably not going to get as many good rankings. So you want to link it to high authority sites like YouTube, for example. Now, to do this, the first thing you'll need to do is grab the link. Now, I'm using a different example here. I found a different video, and all you need to do is click on share, click share this video, and grab this link here. So this is a link that you're going to grab for your own video. Then what you want to do, I'm going to open up Notepad here so I can type everything in here and you can see it. So we got the YouTube link here. We're going to need to grab the title and the description. Now, the title doesn't need to be the exact title, because think about it. When somebody talks about your video on Facebook or on Google Plus or on Twitter, they're not always going to use your exact same title. So, for example, how to build a raised garden bed in this example. So instead of saying how to build a raised garden bed, we could say something like how to build a raised garden. Or we can say something like awesome video shows how to build a raised garden. And of course, the description does not need to be the same thing. It can be slightly different, but it needs to be somewhat congruent to the keyword raised garden. So think about it naturally. Think about other people. If they watch this video and they were going to share it, they're not necessarily going to use the exact same title, right? So it needs to look natural. Now that we've got the data that we have and that we need to go on to Fiverr.com. And you notice that I use Fiverr.com a lot because I outsource most of the ranking for my YouTube videos. I don't necessarily do it myself. Now, to get good social backlinks, there is a program called Tribe Pro. And Tribe Pro allows the users to basically generate tons and tons of backlinks. But the backlinks are generated from actual people with actual accounts. So they're actually legitimate. What I do is I type in Tribe Pro, I click on high rating, and generally speaking, I use this guy right here. And what he does is he'll share your YouTube video link several hundred times. Now, I don't recommend that you do this a lot of these on just one day. As I said, try to do it whereas it's, this week here, I'll buy another gig, and I'll spread it out through the whole month. That way, throughout the whole month or throughout 3 months or whatever I choose to do so, it's getting backlinks back to my video. Another thing I'll do besides social backlinks, meaning, Facebook likes, Facebook shares, Twitter shares, other things like that. I'll also do other backlink types like social bookmarking backlinks and other things like that. You can basically diversify the different varieties of backlinks that you get. So it's not all coming from Facebook. It's not all coming from Twitter. It's coming from a variety of different sites. So that looks more natural. So obviously in these cases, I'll also link back to this particular link here. Another thing I'll do is I'll go to Twitter. I'll post that YouTube video on a Twitter feed. I'll grab that link that links to that Twitter feed and I'll do the exact same thing. So what you're doing is you're not putting this on your website. You're linking to big sites like Twitter, Facebook. You could even do it on a Facebook fan page as long as it's public, and make sure that your YouTube video is on the inside. So you're not all throwing backlinks back to this one video. You're doing it in a different way, whereas you're getting social backlinks to the YouTube video, back to the Twitter page that links to your YouTube video, or your Blogger page that links to your YouTube video. See where I'm going with this? So if you do that, you'll actually get pretty good rankings. Just remember, be consistent about it and you'll do well.